So, very important ideas in Russian formalism. One is literariness or poetic language, which oscillates between metaphor and metonymy according to Roman Jakobson. Then defamiliarization. There was the reception theorist. You will talk about reception theory in reader response criticism. Reception theorist Hans Robert Jauss, he also used this concept of defamiliarization. Reception theorist Hans Robert Jauss used the theory of defamiliarization. And in his theory of defamiliarization, Shklovsky said that art is a way of experiencing the artfulness of the object. Art is a way of experiencing the artfulness of the object. The object itself is not important. What is important is not the object. What is important is the artfulness of the object. Is that clear? Now, in formalism, we have seen that there is a great emphasis on form. This emphasis on form sidelines or marginalizes or rejects or parenthesizes all good words. The emphasis on form sidelines or parenthesizes, that means put into parentheses. Parenthesizes the concern for the representational. First listen. The emphasis on form parenthesizes the concern for the representational or imitative and cognitive aspects of literature. What does that mean? Literature represents reality. Literature imitates reality. Literature gives you a clear understanding of reality. All these ideas are rejected or parenthesized or sidelined by formalism, which is the beginning of structuralism. Structuralism also believes that literature is not imitative of reality. When you pay a lot of emphasis on form, you are not talking about literature as imitative or representational of reality. You are talking about literature as a construct. Literary language is a construct, thought the Russian formalists, isn't it? When you talk about literature from the Russian formalist point of view, you are talking about literature as a construct. Something that is constructed, something that is artificial. What is important is the artfulness of the object. What does that mean? That means objects are already there, they are merely reflecting reality. That idea formalists are rejecting, which is what led to the Saussurean theory against language as a naming process, where he said that things already do not exist. It is language that constructs reality. Are you able to understand? Russian formalists emphasized on form. The emphasis on form means that literature is not, language is not regarded as something that faithfully reflects reality. The Russian formalists do not believe that language faithfully reflects reality. They are taking one step towards structuralism. In Russian formalism, language is a construct. That means language is not imitative of reality. Language or literature is not representational of reality. That means literature does not represent reality. It is a construct. Literature now begins to be considered as autonomous and autotelic. Like the new critics. Russian formalists focuses on form. They regard literature as autonomous or autotelic. They do not believe that literature is reflective of reality. Same as new critics. This is what led to structuralism. Did you understand? And the Russian formalists regarded literature as autonomous and autotelic, and they believe that literature does not convey a clear paraphrasable message like in Cleon Brooks. Literature does not contain clear, real messages that are reflective of reality. Literature is a construct of the author. Clear? Now, one more point. Russian formalists and futurists, they were related. Futurism was an avant-garde movement. Russian formalists and futurists found a common platform in the journal LEF capitals. Russian formalists and futurists found a common platform in the journal LEF. The English title is Left Front of Art. Left front, F-R-O-N-T, of art. In aligning, don't write, I'm explaining. In aligning themselves with the futurists and the revolutionary movement, revolutionary avant-garde movements, the Russian formalists regarded themselves as revolutionaries. The Russian formalists aligned themselves with the futurists. They were actually revolutionaries in art. They created revolutionary techniques. They explored revolutionary themes. The avant-garde as well as the futurists who are a part of the avant-garde. Now, in aligning themselves, in associating themselves with the avant-garde and futurists, the Russian formalists regarded themselves as revolutionaries, as partaking of the Russian Revolution. See, Russian Revolution 1917, same time 1915-16 is their writing. Naturally, they will be associated with the Russian Revolution because they are great thinkers. Now, what should we write? Formalists saw their opposition. Right. Formalists saw their opposition to traditional art as a political gesture. Formalists saw their opposition to traditional art as a political gesture, comma, allying them, A-L-L-Y-I-N-G, allying them with the Russian Revolution. However, next sentence. However, they were attacked by the prominent Soviet theoreticians. They were attacked by the prominent Soviet theoreticians Trotsky, Bukharin, etc. Trotsky, Bukharin, Trotsky, Bukharin, etc., who decried, D-E-C-R-I-E-D, who decried the formalist attempts. Who decried means who? What is the word? Abalabichu. Who decried means denounced. What is the meaning of denounced? Rejects. Who decried the formalist attempts to break away from the past. That means the Russian formalists broke away from the past. The Russian revolutionaries did not like that very much. The past is important, history is important. How can you break away from the past? They are asking the Russian formalists. Did you understand? Attempts to break away from the past and what they saw as a reductive denial of social and cognitive aspects of art. What they saw as a reductive denial. The Russian revolutionaries thought that what the Russian formalists are doing is a reductive denial of the social and cognitive aspects of art. That means Russian revolutionaries thought that art has a social aspect.